I'd like to welcome to the show a true legend. And I know you people have heard him play because he has over 50 gold and platinum records under his belt, Mr. Steve Gordon. How you doing, Steve?
Hi, how are you?
All
I'm doing
right.
good. Doing good.
Oh,
Nice to meet
good.
you.
What? I mean, can you give us a little history of Steve Gordon for the people that don't know? I mean, you have played on with legends from like Bon Jovi to Celine Dion to Wu Tang to Frank Sinatra. Can you
Yeah,
give us a little history?
yeah. Yeah, well, I'll start off by saying I didn't expect any of that. I mean, when you go into this, you never know what's going to happen. So, I basically, it started out, I basically started playing guitar when I was 12 years old.
Okay.
And when I got to be around 21, 22 years old, I ran away from home from Brooklyn. I ran away and I went to Miami. And the reason I went to Miami was because, well, the first thing is a few Italian friends of mine, Sal Capazuca, Frankie Calaswano, those kind of guys. We took a vacation and to Miami because Frankie's father had an Italian restaurant, and Frankie's father had a lot of money, so he bought a second vacation house in Golden Isles in Hallandale, Miami, Florida. So about 10 of us kids went there, and when I saw Miami, I go, "Oh God, I got to live here. This is fucking beautiful."
Right.
So when I was about 21, 22 years old, I ran away from home. I didn't run away because of my parents. I didn't run away from anything like that. I ran away because I wanted to change.
Right.
But I also knew that there was a recording studio in Miami called Criteria Recording Studios. So this is how my guitar playing session thing started. So Eric Clapton did Layla there. Joe Walsh did Rocky Mountain Way. All the Crosby, Stills and Nash albums, the Rolling Stones, Johnny Winter. I mean, like Leonard Skinner,
Right.
all the Allman Brothers albums. I mean, it just goes on and on. So I was kind of a cocky young kid. So I basically took a chance and I walked right into that studio at 21 years old and I said, "Can I speak to Ron and Howard Albert?" And Ron and Howard were the engineers, and well, they were the engineers of Layla, and they were also the producers of Crosby, Stills and Nash.
Right.
And I said, fuck it, I'm just gonna like take a shot. So I walk in and I go, "Can I speak to Ron and Howard Albert?" So the receptionist goes, "Who are you?" "My name's Steve Gordon. I just got here from New York." So I went and got Ron. Ron comes out and he goes, "How can I help you?" I go, "My name is Steve Gordon. I just got here from New York." And then here's what I said: "I play guitar and I want to play on records that you make." And he says to me, "Why should I hire you?" And I said, "Because I'm good." I mean, I mean, I didn't say that I'm great. I mean, like, there's always somebody better than you. But I said, "I think that me and you could work together, and like, I think we could have a great relationship,
Right.
music relationship." And then he goes, "Do you write any songs?" I go, "I do." He goes, "You have any with you?" I go, "No, of course not. I don't have nothing with me." Well, to make this short, so I gave him some songs. He wasn't crazy about them. Then I came back again 7 months later. He liked them better. Wasn't still crazy about them. Then him and his brother, who were the engineers of Layla and Joe Walsh and all this stuff and producers, they opened up their own recording studio called Audio Vision in North Miami, 5 minutes from Criteria. And their partner was Steve Alamo. Steve Alamo was the vice president of TK Records. TK, KC and the Sunshine Band,
Right.
Betty Wright. A lot of black R&B music,
Right.
which I did a lot of, like a lot.
Yeah. Well, that music was popular back then.
Oh yeah. I mean, I played guitar on tons of black records. So when I came back with a few songs. I'd say from the beginning when I met them, I came back about 2 years later, and he goes, "Talk." Now Ron says to me, "Talk to my friend Steve Alamo." So I go in Steve's office, and this is where my life changed in music. I play him a song, and 60 seconds go by, and he shuts it off, and I go, "Oh fuck, you don't like it." This is what he says to me, Doc. He says, "You now work for me." I go,
Wow.
"What do you mean I work for you?" He goes, "I love this. I'm giving you the keys to our recording studio. When nobody's in here, you can come in anytime you want, produce, write, record. I don't give a fuck what you do. You get a hit, we get a piece."
Nice.
So literally, this is what I did. I was hungry. I
Right.
mean, growing up in Brooklyn, most people are like hungry. So I literally, for about 8 or 9 straight years, I'm not kidding you, I would go in 12 midnight to 7 in the morning, producing people, recording people, writing with other people. And I learned how to operate all the gear in the studio, all myself. I was taught by Ron and Howard, who were great engineers. They did Layla, Clapton. I mean, they taught me.
Right.
So I'm using everything that they taught me. And I was having hits. I was having Miami dance hits. I was playing guitar for Benny Mardones. I was hanging out. I hung out with Zach Wilde when he did the Book of Shadows album.
Oh, wow.
I was hanging. I was hanging out with Stephen Stills till like all hours of the night. He's recording in one room. I'm recording in another. Same time.
Right.
I mean, it was incredible. So that's how that snowballed into a lot of stuff. And actually before that, what happened is like I met a bunch of engineers at Criteria. This is before even Ron and Howard. A guy named Alex Statkin. Alex died in a car accident, but Alex was actually the engineer for Bob Marley.
Oh, cool.
So, and Alex also was the engineer. And Alex produced Foreigner 4. Alex produced Duran Duran. I mean, a lot of those European bands.
Right.
So, and Alex would sneak me in at 12 midnight to redo guitar parts on people's songs. Like Alex would say, "Look, I just produced this band, and I'm not crazy about the guitar part. I'm not even gonna tell the guy that he's being replaced, but I want you to play. I want you to play on this."
Nice.
So I did a bazillion of those. Like
Right.
even how I got to play with Bon Jovi was the producer Barry Mraz. Barry was the producer of the first few the Ohio Players. Remember them?
Oh, yeah. The Ohio players.
Okay, in Chicago, and Barry's from Chicago, and Styx, the very first 2 Styx albums. Barry was the producer. So Barry moved to Miami, and Barry was managed by Doc McGee. You know Doc McGee?
Yep.
Doc McGee was managing Bon Jovi, Motley Crue, and Doc still manages Kiss. So I get a call. This is a big guitar session. I get a call from Doc and Barry. They said, "Listen, we want you to come to International Sound tomorrow at 7:30 at night. Bring a guitar that has humbucking pickups. They knew what they wanted. Bring a Marshall. You're going to play on something for us tomorrow night." And I said to Barry, "What am I playing on? I can't tell you till tomorrow."
Oh, man.
So I show up. I set up. I sit down. Doc's not there, but it's Barry's there. I said, "What am I playing on?" Because you're playing on a Bon Jovi record. And I go, "Richie Sambora is not a slouch. What's going on here?"
I know. Really?
I said, "What's going on?" He goes, "Well, John Bon Jovi wrote a song for Farm Aid. Remember Farm Aid?"
Yeah, I remember Form Aid.
Right. He goes, the song's called Heart of America. He goes, and Barry goes, "I don't know what happened, but yeah, I went with them to record Farm Aid was in Wisconsin. After they did the Farm Aid show and they played Heart of America live in front of 50, 60, 70,000 people, the next day they went into a recording studio in Wisconsin and recorded it, to put it out."
Right.
He goes, and Barry goes, "I don't know what was up with Richie. He was either trashed, no sleep, something, but me and Doc, we want the guitar parts done again,
Right.
and you're the guy to basically do them over. So that's what you're doing. All right. So I said, roll the tape. Let's go. So I did it. Barry overnights it to Doc. Doc approves. I get paid. Well, before I get paid, Barry says to me, "Now that you're done, you do know your name can't go on the record." That's where the ghosting comes in. That's how the
Right.
ghosting started. Like I mean, the same thing that happened with what's his name? The first Bon Jovi record is not even Richie Sambora.
Right.
That's Tim Pierce
Oh.
from LA. Uh, dun, 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 dun. Runaway.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not Richie. That's Tim Pierce. And yeah, so I don't really know what that record says, but I don't care.
Right.
So that's yeah. So he said your name's not going on the record, and I go, I'm okay with that, no problem. So so I walked away with I got paid. They paid me great. So I had that story. I would even tell friends. I'm playing on the Heart of America. But yeah, right, yeah, yeah, okay. You dream on, you're dreaming. But yeah. But I mean, and then I even have two witnesses. The two assistants, I ran into them actually about 2 years ago at the Hard Rock in Hollywood, and they go, "Are you Steve Gordon?" I go, "Yeah, why?" He goes, "I was Barry's assistant when you played on the Bon Jovi record." I go, "Give me your fucking phone number. You're
Nice.
you're a witness to what I did."
Nice.
So that went on with a lot of records. I mean, I'm playing on Frank Sinatra, Celine Dion, Linda Ronstadt.
Right.
Like it just the list goes on and on and on, and like stuff like I would get flown to like New York, L.A. They get me a hotel. I
Right.
go, I do like 5 songs here, like 3 songs there. 3 days later, 2 studios in Fort Lauderdale, Criteria, International Sound. This went on a long time. I mean, I'm playing on a lot of records that I didn't even know I was playing on, because just so you know, most of them, the lead vocal wasn't even on the record yet.
Yeah.
I played on 4 Phil Collins singles where his vocal wasn't even on the record.
Oh wow.
I played on who else? With Phil Collins, Somewhere Out There, Linda Ronstadt. I didn't even know that I was playing on that. Like I didn't even know what I was playing on when I was playing on stuff.
Right.
Well, I would get a chord chart. And like I'm not a great reader. Like if I got to read notes, it's pretty much impossible.
Right.
But a chord chart, C, B minor, A flat, no problem.
Right.
But the thing that the producers loved about me was like I could come up with like because invent the part. The thing about studio sessions is come up with that great part. You know what? Because I mean that's really where it's at. Like
Right.
play perfectly in tune, have great effects. Make sure your sound is like world class, and but make sure that the part is like the perfect part. And like I guess I had a thing that I was good at that.
Right.
So that's how that went.
The man is the ghost on many records.
Yeah, like let me tell you something. Like when I first started, there's a company in Spain called AIE, and they collect my royalties for all the sessions. So when I first got with them, like they find your repertoire, your repertoire of what you've done. And when they sent me my repertoire, there was literally about 83 records on there.
Wow.
There was actually about, check this out, because this covers the whole world. There was about 83 singles when I got with them, and there was about albums. There was about 212.
Wow. That's crazy.
And then I'm reading the songs that I'm on,
Right.
and I actually I'm thinking I don't remember that. But then I talked to somebody in Spain, he spoke English, and I said, "Well, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't really remember some of this." And he goes, he goes, how many sessions have you done where there was no singing? I said, probably most of them.
Right.
And he says, well, and I go, well, what do you mean, well? He goes, well, if you play on a record and no one's singing on it yet,
Right.
and you leave, and then like Phil Collins comes and sings on it. I mean, you're on a Phil Collins record. If Joe Schmo from Kokomo comes and sings on it, you're on the Joe Schmo from Joe Schmo and the Kokomos.
Right. Right. Right.
So I mean, that's how that went. And like,
Very
so when
cool.
I found out all the records I was on, I would tell a few friends of mine, and they go, "You got to be fucking kidding me!" And I said to my friends, "I don't even fucking believe it myself."
Right.
But
It's been
yeah,
a
I mean,
long, prosperous career.
yeah. I mean, for me, it's like, as long as I'm having fun.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I did this because I love it. I never had a 9 to 5 job in my life
Right.
since I'm 12 years old. Like I've been doing music since I'm 12, and like
Right. Well,
it's
that's
like
what it's all about is having fun.
yeah,
If
like
you're not having fun doing it, then why are you doing it?
yeah.
Yeah.
For me, yeah, it's about the fun.
Right. Exactly. All right. Let's fast forward a little bit. What
Go.
inspired your decision to step out and start your own solo stuff?
It wasn't a decision. It was an accident.
It was an accident. Okay.
Yes. Now let me tell you how it happened. Like I did it for fun. So
Okay.
here I am, like I'm playing sessions. I'm mixing records. I just mixed a year ago. I mixed Morgan Wallen, the biggest country star in the world.
Right. Morgan Wallen.
That album that I mixed half of the album. I could have done all of it, but I said they wanted me to rush it, and I don't want to rush. I mean that Morgan Wallen, that went top 10 Billboard country albums.
Right.
He's the biggest country star in the world, and I even got that by accident. I'll tell you that later. Okay, so you want to know how? What's the question again?
What inspired your decision to
Oh,
step
right,
out?
okay. So I woke up one day, and like, I have my own studio in my house,
Right.
and I have world class equipment. Like, I mean, like, I do everything in my house, and like all of my gear is great. Like, the mixes I do on, like, I mean, the record company mixes. So I decided, like, I was always been a fan of the instrumental rock stuff, Steve Vai, Joe Satriani,
Right.
Tony McAlpine, and I love that stuff. And and I can wiggle my fingers in solo and do that.
Right.
So a few years ago, I put together about 5 or 6 instrumental rock tracks, and I'm not on a record company. I'm doing this myself for fun. So
Right.
when you're doing it for fun, no one's rushing you. There's nobody's expecting anything. So
Right.
you're relaxed, and you do it on your own time. So I already had 5 or 6 in the can that I did. So my Pharaoh Lives. You familiar with that? Pharaoh Lives?
Yeah. There's an interesting story behind how that got that name.
Well, is it my story?
Yeah. Your story.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So I woke up one day and I said, we're in a different world now. The music business and is not the same as it was 30 years ago. I can put this out myself. So I did. So I put it out, and I'm not exaggerating. What I'm about to tell you is like even blew my mind. 2 days after I put Pharaoh Lives out, I see that in Germany, I entered the instrumental rock charts in Germany at number 8
Oh,
with
wow.
Pharaoh Lives. And number 1 is Metallica. Number 2 is Testament. Number 3 is Megadeth. I forget who 4, 5, and 6 or 7 are. I'm number 8. I
Wow.
entered. And this chart is about 50 to 75 tracks. I entered at number 8.
Wow. That's
And
amazing.
I'm thinking, holy shit. What the fuck is this? It gets better. The same night. Now I discovered that I was number 8. Now remember, this is Germany, so the time there's a time difference.
Oh, yeah.
So I discovered this at around 3 in the afternoon. Now about an hour later, I'm going through internet shit and Spotify, all this kind of shit stuff. People putting me on charts. in Los Angeles, there's Big Wolf Records, a curator, and I enter at number one in Los Angeles.
Oh, wow.
I enter. Listen, I enter. I don't creep up. I enter. And I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck? I must be doing something right. Like this is Pharaoh Lives. Like I
Right.
knew, like I in my gut told me like that track was killer, but
No,
I didn't think
it absolutely is.
like I didn't think that it was like, oh my god, like this is life changing, but
Right.
it kind of was. It kind of was because that's the reason I'm talking to you, because that started it.
Right.
So then what happened was in Europe, all over Europe. I'm not talking just Germany. Probably I'm talking because I counted about another 97 countries went crazy with it.
Wow. That's amazing. That's great.
So now all what they call it, curators, right? Curators.
Yeah.
So people like journalists, people that have like radio stations. Now South America also. So now all of these articles are being written about me, and I get sent these articles so I could see them because they knew who I was. And I start reading these articles, and they look like unbelievable articles in Rolling Stone magazine. Like basically Steve Gordon,
Right.
MIA, new guitar god. And I'm thinking, what the fuck's going on? What's going on here?
Right.
So I said, you know what? I can't just let this happen and not try to take advantage of it.
Right.
So what I did was I researched. I said, you know what? I a lot of people say you don't really like it. The days of having to need a record company are kind of like you don't need a record company anymore, but you
Right.
do and you don't.
Right.
It can go both ways. So I researched, well, who can I get as a radio promotion guy to get me on radio in the hard rock
Right.
metal arena? So I found like the top five guys. It said that a guy named Munzie Ricci. You know Munzie?
No, I don't.
So Munzie is a company out of New York. Now, this is interesting. Munzie, before he was a radio promotion man, he was the president of the metal hard rock division for Polygram Records
Oh, wow.
for 36 straight years during Bon Jovi
Right.
and Def Leppard.
Yeah. Back
Now,
in the heyday.
right, he was the president. He wasn't just a worker. He was the president.
Right.
So I sent, when you send letters to somebody in your music, you expect to go that they're not even going to listen and they're going to throw it in the garbage.
Right. Exactly.
So I wrote a letter to Munzie. I said, my name's Steve Gordon, da da da. And I sent them, here's what I did. I sent them about 20 articles written about me that these articles were looked like they were written about Steve Vai. These articles look like they were written about Joe Satriani.
Right.
Except for it had my name. And it had my track, Pharaoh Lives.
Right.
And it made it out to be like I'm already famous. So I sent Munzie, and so I'm thinking no one's ever going to call me, but what the fuck, I'll try.
Right.
So I'm going to Whole Foods to get something to eat in Miami. They had some great hot food there. I go to eat lunch. I'm driving. My phone rings in my car. I answer it and I go, hello? Can I speak to Steve Gordon? I go, who's this? He goes, this is Munzie. and I didn't know what his name was. I just knew the name of the company.
Right.
And I go, well, Munzie, who are you? He goes, I'm the guy you sent your stuff to. And I go, all right, well, you like it? He goes, yeah. He goes, we're going to work together. And I go, well, what do you mean we're going to work together? He goes, your shit's great.
Right.
And he goes, you know my history, right? And I go, no. And I go, well, what is your history? And he says, well, I was the president of the Polygram, hard rock metal, and
Right.
and he goes, and now I left Polygram and I do radio. And I go, so you're gonna get me on the radio? He goes, of course.
Nice.
So then after that, I met Metal Maria. You know who Metal Maria
I
is?
have heard the name. Yeah.
Now I never knew who Metal Maria is. Now she has Adrenaline. There'd be no Metallica if there was a Maria. Maria is responsible for Metallica.
Right.
She did all the promotion on their when they got signed to their first record company. So I started, so she started doing my press. Then I got Michael Brandvold. You know Michael.
Yeah, I know Michael.
So Michael does PR for me too, and Michael does social media. And so basically, so Munzie got me on I got on Metal Contraband with We Go to War and Pharaoh Lives, and I got up to number 18.
Oh wow.
And
Awesome.
I was 18 for 2 weeks. But I was on the charts for 2 straight months.
That's great.
Yeah, Metal Contraband, and now I have Broken, and I already know Broken's going to enter Metal Contraband around October 27, 28.
Nice. Awesome.
And I love Broken.
Yeah.
Broken is
Could
like,
you? Well, that was one of my questions. Can you give us a little history on that song, "Broken"?
okay, you mean like how it was, like how
Well,
that came?
how it was written, or what it's about.
Okay, Broken's basically about addiction.
Right.
And actually, I don't write any of the words. Ray writes the words. Ray West, Red Eagle,
Right.
Ray.
Spread eagle. Yep.
Yeah, so actually, how I'll go a little bit more to the beginning. I met Ray through my bass player Miguel. So Miguel was the bass player for Brian Howe in Bad Company.
Oh, okay.
So me and Miguel are great friends. And Miguel I was in Bad Company with Brian Howe for about a year also as the guitar player. So I called one day. I called up Miguel and I go, Miguel, listen, I want to do a real hard rock metal project, guitar, bass, and drums, and a lead singer. Do you want to do this with me? And he goes, Gordy, that's what he called me. Gordy, I'll do anything you want. I love working with you. So I said, who can we get as a singer? He goes, how about Ray from Spread Eagle? I go, Ray's in a band. How can we get Ray?
Yeah. Ray's
So
an awesome vocalist.
yeah. So Miguel goes, Ray loves doing side projects. And I
Right.
go, well, yeah, but I'd love to do a real band. He goes, listen to me. Ray's good for this. So we get on a three-way call and we go, Ray, you want to do this? And Ray goes, yeah, I'm in. So we write Broken. We go in and we record it. And that's probably like the second or third take. I think it's the second take. That's all live. And Ray sang it again a few times, and so what you hear is that's Broken.
Yeah.
I even recorded my guitar in the bathroom. Like that's a Marshall amp, full tilt, in the bathroom next to my studio, and like. That's probably my favorite guitar sound that I've ever recorded.
Awesome.
I think it's just fucking monstrous.
Oh, it is. It's a killer tune. And
Oh, thank you.
Also the song we got. Well, you got 3 singles out. You got Pharaohs, We Go to War, and Broken out right now.
Exactly.
And they're all monster tunes. I think they're
Oh,
great.
thank you so much. Thank you.
Is there any chance for possibly a full length album?
Yeah, I'm doing the album now. The album is probably going to be December or very early January. And the great thing that I've got going on with this album is I want to surprise her. Like, I'm not going to mention any names, but I've got 4 big time rock singers.
Oh, cool.
Like that you know of. And then a few of them are even on your charts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm. I think I
And
might
like,
know a couple of them.
I could tell you, even to this morning, actually, one of the songs was recorded today, even by one of the singers.
Cool.
I don't, I can't, I'm dying to mention names, but
Right.
for me, it's like, it's not a done deal until I have the finished vocal in my hands in my studio.
Right. Right. Now you have Richie Faulkner on "We Go to War" playing.
No, I
No.
don't. Rich, no. Rich, my drummer and my songwriting partner, Tommy McWilliams. Now, Tommy, the Elegant Weapons album was written by my drummer Tommy, who's actually a great songwriter,
Right.
great producer of metal music. And Tommy was even the drummer for John Cicada.
Nice.
So no, Richie Faulkner is not on my record. Richie Faulkner has been mentioned in because when I talk when I talk about Tommy,
Oh, okay.
Tommy and Richie Faulkner wrote all of the Elegant Weapons album together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but Richie is not on my record. I
Oh,
mean, Tommy and Richie are great friends.
right.
I'm sure that if I want to get Richie to do a guitar solo, that can happen. Yeah, that's a possibility. I'm
Okay.
I'm open to that. I love collaborations. I love it.
Well, let me ask you this, Steve. I mean, with the current music situation going on and everybody pressing towards the AI thing, what's your take on that?
I tell you what, I've heard some AI songs that are scary good.
Yeah.
I would never use it because, like, for me, it's like if it, I, I, I just can. I mean, if think about this, Doc. If it's that good now, how good? You imagine 50 years from now what it's going to be.
I can't even imagine because I think AI, in my opinion, AI takes out the feeling, you know. I mean, anybody can sit behind a computer and type in a bunch of words and AI will produce a song. I get it. But there's no human connection there.
I agree. And first of all, you're never going to see AI live at a concert.
Right.
I mean, I shouldn't say that because like imagine this scenario: a hard rock metal band comes out with an album of AI. Nobody knows what they look like, and now you're curious, and you take your kid or your friends, and you go to some theater, and you're gonna see this AI group named the Electric TV.
Right.
And all of a sudden, fucking robots come out
Right.
because you're not going to see humans come out.
No.
But like, what's going to come out? Robots with guitars playing drums, and like, I mean, that can happen. Like I hope it doesn't when I'm alive. But
Right. Me too.
but like, I've heard some scary, like I've heard songs done on AI that like sound like they're radio ready.
Right.
But like, it's nothing that I would do because, like, I mean, I don't want anyone playing my guitar solos. I don't want anyone plugging into my amp and playing for me. It's
Right.
me.
Exactly.
So I mean, I hate to say it, but it's here. I think it's here to stay. It's not going away. But I'm also hearing rumors that if you look at the Billboard Hot 100 singles, now I'm not talking hard rock. I don't think anybody in hard rock is going to use AI because
I
I don't
don't
think.
either.
Yeah, but you know what? I've heard pop records that do sound legit, even though they're AI, and like I go like, wow, I can't even believe that. I mean, that
Yeah.
sounds like a fucking top 10 record,
Right.
and it was fucking done by a computer. And like, if a human being wanted to really do that, they would have to spend anywhere between $5,000 and $10,000 to go to a real place and do this.
Right.
and they just spend $20 on a subscription, a monthly subscription, and then spit that out.
Right, exactly. And the thing is, too, is I was just reading an article yesterday. There is an AI quote unquote artist, and they actually got a record deal.
I read that someone got
Did
signed.
Yeah,
It had a picture of kind of like a very tan black girl.
yeah, yeah,
I don't know who. Yeah,
yeah. And
I
she
need to.
ended up with a record contract. I mean, come on, it's AI.
Yeah, so you know what? She basically got a recording contract to put in the computer. Write me a song about my boyfriend just left me. We've been together for 5 years. Um,
Right,
he likes another girl. She's my best friend. Make the song 120 beats per minute. Put piano, guitar, and very aggressive drums in it, and make it a female vocal.
right,
And then but Doc, this is the scary part. So you put that in, and do you know that you could spit out 100 songs and then pick the one that you want to use?
right. Exactly. It is scary because it's just to me. There's no human connection.
Oh, zero.
it's it's all computer.
That's why I'm 99.9% sure you'll never hear metal hard rock do that, because
No.
like AI can't. I don't think it could spit out those kind of guitar solos that are human.
Absolutely not.
It'll spit. It'll spit out the stock pentatonic guitar solo that it's. Oh, I think the guy who wrote these prompts would be happy with this. No, I wouldn't be happy with
Right.
this.
I know I wouldn't be.
No, I mean, when I do my guitar solos, I mean, I do more than one. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I do 5, 6, 7 solos.
Right.
I don't think anybody just does just one.
No.
Not even Steve Vai and Satriani. I mean, those guys don't do one. You do a few. Like I actually do. I'll do like 4 one day, come back 2 days later and do another 4, and I'm done.
Right.
All right, which one? I'll take the first half of day 1, and I'll take the second half of day 3. All right, next.
All right, Steve, I got one more question for you, buddy.
Okay.
You have any advice for upcoming artists that would look up to you as far as playing guitar or in the music business?
So you're saying, like, if I was a young kid, let's say 15, 16, 17, and I was starting to play guitar, do I have advice for that guy?
Right.
Yeah, my advice is that I'll tell you what. I mean, I have nothing against going on. Like right now, kids go on YouTube to learn songs.
Right.
I'm okay with that. When I grew up, there was no YouTube.
Yeah, and I talked to a lot of guitar players, and I have some good friends of mine that are, pretty awesome guitar players. And they're like, these kids nowadays have it easy because they just go on YouTube and, mimic the licks.
Fucking easy. Let me tell you something. Fucking, like, I learned, like, from, Jimmy Page, Jeff Beck, Jimi Hendrix, Frank Zappa. Like, that's where actually everybody that you love learned from them.
Right.
So I learned from them when there was 45s and albums, and
right.
you put it
on.
Keep
putting the needle on the record.
Yeah, and you slow it down, you slow it down, and you go like, and you're going like, is this possible? And like, so I got so used to that as a kid that, I mean, it worked. I mean, and then you just, and then you get to a point where everything you go, oh, that's what he did.
Right.
Oh, that's how that goes.
Right.
But like today, like if I was a young kid, without a doubt, I would go on YouTube and first of all, if I was a kid wanting to know how to play rock guitar, I would listen to the guys that started it. Like, I'm not talking about the blues guys. I'm talking about Eric Clapton, Jeff Beck, Jimi Hendrix, you know, even Steve Vai. I love Steve Vai. Joe
Right.
Satriani, you know, great for guitar solos. But listen to the guys that everybody kind of started with. Richie Blackmore, Deep Purple.
Right.
You know, listen to those guys, and
Steve
like,
Gordon.
yeah, I guess maybe. I mean, like, you know, I mean, I think my playing is a mixture of you know, of everybody that I've listened to.
Right.
Just so you know, a lot of people don't know this, but when I first started playing guitar, I didn't only listen to rock. The very first time I heard the James Brown record, I Got the Feeling.
Right.
I don't know if you're familiar with that. Like
Yeah,
some
I'm
guy.
familiar with some of his stuff.
So James Brown. When I heard that record, it's not. There's very easy guitar part, but it wasn't the guitar part that got me. It was the groove of that record,
Right.
like the beat. Don't.
Yeah.
Like when I heard that, I go, "Holy shit! I fucking love that too." Yeah. So that's how I got to be like, you know, I'm originally a drummer,
Right.
so I started out on drums. So the James Brown thing and the Beatles and then everything the rock after that, you know, and like I have a history of a lot of black music. Like, you know, I've played on a
Right.
lot of black records.
Right.
I mixed Aretha Franklin. I produced Natalie Cole.
Oh wow.
I mixed Howard Hewitt from Shalimar. Stephanie Mills. I'm the guitar player on Regina Bell's most successful album, where she did A Whole New World on the Aladdin movie soundtrack. So I work with a lot of black records. I love black music. I love it.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I was raised growing up. My dad was a jock, and I was raised on oldies R&B.
Okay.
So I know where you're coming from.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, I love all music. So, but I mean, I started out as a rock guy, and to
Right.
see myself now, like I say, I did this as, you know, for fun,
Right.
and like I wasn't expecting Steve Gordon MIA to be the front guy,
Right.
because I never thought in my wildest dreams what's going on with me now would ever happen.
Right.
So I'm not complaining about it. Like whatever happens is going to happen, and I'm enjoying it. And like as long as I'm having fun, and people are digging what I'm putting out,
Right.
I'm good. You know,
Right.
like I mean, you know, I want to elevate to higher levels of where I'm at. You know, like you know, so you know, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good where I'm at, and hopefully everything's gonna be great. And
Right.
I just hope everyone likes what I do. You know, everybody doesn't like everything.
Right. Everybody's
You
got
know,
different tastes, but you know.
yeah. I mean, even in the rock world, in the country world, in the R&B world. I mean,
Right.
but like a lot of people. I mean, like on Facebook, I get like from not doing this, I've got like another 5,000 friends on Facebook.
Yeah.
No, really, it's
That's
unbelievable.
cool.
Yeah, like I think in the next I'm probably going to have 10,000 friends on Facebook.
That's a
I'm
good
okay
thing.
with that. I'm okay with that.
Right.
But you know, as long as I'm having fun, good.
Right. Steve, can you tell people where they can find your music at? You have a
Of course,
website or anything?
well, yeah, you can go Steve Gordon Steve Gordon MIA.com,
Okay.
and that will lead you right to a link that you could see articles written about me, actually from when I started this, when nothing was on the radio. And like this is from me starting with Pharaoh Lives. So you could go to that link, like I said, SteveGordonMIA.com.
Okay.
You'll read articles about me. You can listen to all the songs that I have out, all the tracks I have out, even articles about me in German.
Awesome.
If you want, and you could translate them in Google Translate.
Oh yeah.
Spanish articles about me, Latin America, Brazil, and like, just so you know, all of this stuff written about me, I never knew was coming.
Yeah.
But I accumulated all of it and I put it into, a lot of it is in the link. And if you want, follow me on Facebook,
Right.
Steve Gordon MIA. But you can't forget MIA.
Right.
There's 100 Steve Gordons, but I am the only. Listen, Doc, I'm the only Steve Gordon MIA
Right.
in music on planet Earth.
What does MIA stand for?
It doesn't mean anything.
Okay.
Yeah, but okay, but I know what you think. Miami, right?
Miami, missing in action.
Right. Now, okay. Here's why. The reason I put MIA was because when I started this for fun, I knew immediately how many Steve Gordons are there in music. Without even researching it, there's got to be 30.
Oh,
There's got to be, Doc, there's got to be 15. There's got to be 10.
Oh,
there's got to be even 5 or 7. If I want you to get right to me, I got to think of something.
Right.
So I said, you know what? I live in Miami, so if you want to think it's Miami, great. Missing in action. I love movies where the world is blowing up. So I said, you know what? I'll use Steve Gordon MIA, and then anyone that wants to find me, like that.
There you go. All right, Steve. Hey, thanks for taking the time out coming on the show. It has been an absolute pleasure to sit down and talk with you. And looking forward to some more music coming out.
And Doc, thank you for spinning my stuff. I love you.
No problem. Love you too.
Thank you.
All right, thanks. Bye.